Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. It's your only friend in these YouTube streets, PlayStation 77, and I'm back with a video that needs to be discussed. Right. So obviously we had our PlayStation showcase last week. If you didn't see the podcast I had it on Wednesday, which was the day of the showcase. I highly suggest you watch it. It's a great podcast, fun time. You know, you got the realness out of me in my reviews on the podcast, so I highly suggest you watch it, right? But let's talk about post podcast, right? Let's talk about real quick about post podcast. I'm gonna make 2 points. At this point, it's done. Sony floundered, right? They pretty much didn't answer the expectations. I know some people had super expectations, some people had nominal expectations, but whatever level of expectations you had, Sony didn't meet it. We didn't get anything from Sony Band. We didn't get anything from Naughty Dog. We didn't get anything from Gorilla. We didn't get anything from Bluepoint. There is just so many studios we didn't get any information on, right? Sucker Punch, the list goes on, right? It's pretty much Insomniac for the most part, right? Maybe a little bit Haven, whatever, right? So they floundered. It's done. What's done is done, okay? I would recommend that you just move on from it. Don't be like the greenies on the other side of the fence who spends like months damage controlling their showcases. Don't do that. It was on Sony to provide a good showcase. They didn't do it, right? And that's it. It's on them. I see little stupid rumors of, well, rumor has it they pull back on games. Irrelevant. Why even bring that up? Is that supposed to make the showcase better? Is that supposed to make things better for us? Now we have the information. It's irrelevant, right? There is nothing you can say about the future, whether, word has it they pull stuff out of showcase. Irrelevant. Well, maybe they'll show stuff during Summer's Game Fest. Well, irrelevant to the showcase. Well, maybe they'll have another showcase. Irrelevant to the showcase they shown. There is nothing you can do to change the outcome of the showcase. It wasn't successful. Period. That's it. I would recommend you don't waste your time on what ifs. Don't worry about if something's going to come out of Summer Game Fest. Don't worry about rumors of Sony pulling games back. Don't worry about another showcase. Don't even worry about that. Just move on. My recommendation to you, what you should do, is focus on what we do know. And what do we do know is the games. Focus on the games that are coming out. We got Final Fantasy 16, which is one of the big blockbusters of 2023. Right? And Square Enix focused on the PlayStation 5 to provide the best quality game. Knock on wood. I wish them the best. They even claiming doesn't even need a day one patch, which is music to my ears. We'll see if they fulfill the obligation. Focus on the games coming out. Eventually we'll get Spider-Man this year as well, which is going to be phenomenal. Insomniac, they've been aces this whole gen. That's what you need to focus on. The showcase is over. It's done. It's not our job to damage control or to feel pity. That was all on Sony to deliver or not deliver. They did deliver. It's in the books. Now, guess what? We get back to the games, right? Don't continue the conversations of showcase and what ifs or whatever. Focus on what's actually being come to the table or what's being brought to the table, which is games. Final Fantasy's coming soon. Let's point out direction there, okay? The next point I want to make is to these Xbox fanboys, okay? And as you can see from the tweet, right? I do not care about your congratulations. Don't congratulate me. Don't go on my timeline and say, yeah, Puerto Rock's keeping it real. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that trash from any of you. You cannot congratulate me on something you are not willing to do yourself. Because what I did, you guys won't do. Me thrashing Sony over their showcase, you ain't built to do that. I have never seen you hardcore, Xbox fanboys thrash PlayStation. I see more often than not, you damage control and try to be like, you try to be, what's the word? Constructive criticism, but without actually saying what's the truth is. You never go out and do, like some of you won't even say, this is dog shit on Xbox. You won't do it. So don't come with that nonsense, especially the audacity of you fools coming out and now saying, finally, PlayStation fanboys seeing Sony's fuck up. Oh my God, the audacity of you mofos. Yo, it is incredible how you mofos throw stones while living in a glass house. It is crazy. Look how silly you guys are. Any of you Xbox fanboys that try to pull they're finally waking up to Sony. Let me remind you punk asses. Your issues that you are having to this day with Xbox goes back all the way to last gen, bro. Okay? Look at Ryan McAfee's tweet from April 13th, 2018. And keep in mind, this is him complaining of what he's been seeing over the last couple of years on Xbox. He's just talking about it now. You've been having issues of quality first party from what I remember and talking about on podcasts when I first came on and see on YouTube since 2016. Okay? Do the math. Since 2016, when people on podcasts talking about the lack of quality of Xbox first party. Do the math. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and we're in 23. 7 years of Xbox having issues with quality first party. 7 damn years. This tweet's from 2018. Let me read it to you guys. It says, from Brian McCaffrey, Xbox fans are dying to celebrate a masterpiece level exclusive like God of War. Thing is, though, it took Sony 10 years to get to this point where their first party is firing on all cylinders. This work started in PS3 era. Xbox might get there, but it's going to take a long time. Phil Spencer replied, our hardware took time. Our service platform BC took time and continue to grow. Our first party will take time. A high quality and diverse first party, yes, with single player, built the right way is our goal and what our customers deserve. We can have similar results to what we've seen in hardware and platform. This was him saying that in 2018. And here we are. We saw his damage control on IGN about a month ago, a couple of weeks ago with Redfall. He's still apologizing, saying that we have to do better. We have to learn in 2023. Yet here we are in 2018. He still recognizes his issues. You guys have been seeing this problem for 7 years. And yet you fools still bought an Xbox Series X. Now listen, buy what you want. I'm not here to pocket watch. Buy whatever you want. But what I am going to say is don't come and talk to us, congratulate us, like we seen the light when you guys got suckered $500 on a problem that still exists to this day. To this day. 7 years later. And you want to drop another $500. He suckered you into another $500 with the Xbox One X, and he suckered you with another $500. You're a sucker for $1,000, and you won't learn. You won't learn. And you want to come at me talking about, I woke up because of one bad showcase? Boy, if you don't shut your mouth. Boy, shut your mouth. You got robbed $1,000 on something he even admitted in 2018. Here we are, 2023. I got things to learn. He's been in charge of Xbox for 10 goddamn years. How much more does it take to learn? The man could have been a damn heart surgeon by now. People who are learning for 10 years, they're called heart surgeons. They're doctors. Okay? So cut this out. Don't congratulate us for your BS. Don't pretend you give a shit about it. Whatever. PlayStation fans, majority, the content creators, shout out to people like Jay Barry, Persona, right? Myself. There's plenty of content creators that are PlayStation, but they admit this ain't it. Shout out to all of them that actually kept it real. Of course, you have your damage controls, but from the people that I've seen that actually put their face behind their words, they'll go on the podcast, they actually, do stuff, live. Majority of them were like, this ain't it. They have a lot of concerns. They have a lot of issues. And that's the way it should be. And Sony has to answer up, or they don't answer up. Or maybe we're just not the audience anymore for them. Maybe they're going for a whole new audience. Who the hell knows what they're doing? But you Xbox guys, stop it, bro. I am not listening or accepting any congratulations from people who got suckered out of their money and fall for company bullshit over and over for years. Yeah, vete con ese pendeja que no quiero oírlo. Just cut that bullshit out. You're not fooling me. So don't congratulate me like you guys know shit. You still got suckered. Hold the line. It's 2023, and you guys are really talking about holding the line in 2023. 3 years into the generation, y'all are holding the line. Boy, get the fuck out. Y'all go away with that BS, right? Hey, you let me know what you guys think. Are you accepting these congratulations from these fanboys who for like 7 years got suckered and still don't see the light? You tell me. I ain't the one. That ain't me. Mira, that ain't me. Anyway, this week there'll be no podcast this week because I'll be on the road for like the week, on work assignments, stuff like that. But the following week, we'll be back. 60 frames, no lag on Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, 5:30 West Coast time. I might drop another video too and stuff this week if I am able to. All right. You guys take care. Peace.